When Samsung introduced the Galaxy Buds 3 Pro in 2024, the shift to an AirPod-style stem didn't sit well with everyone. If you were hoping the Buds 4 Pro would go back to the older look, that didn't happen. But they do look sharper, sound better, and perform slightly stronger overall. And yes, the audio you're hearing is straight from their mics. So what actually changed? Let's start with price. The Galaxy Buds 4 Pro come in black, white, and a new pink gold color at $250. The open design Galaxy Buds 4 cost $180. They share the same overall look but skip the silicone tips and don't match the Pro in sound or noise canceling, though Samsung says performance is improved there too. Samsung still calls the stems blades, and this time the metal finish makes that name feel more fitting. The lighting element from the Buds 3 Pro is gone, which likely won't disappoint many people. The ear tips look similar, but Samsung reshaped the buds using computational design to improve fit. In my experience, they sit slightly more comfortably and securely than the Buds 3 Pro, which already fit me well. The cleaner metallic finish also gives them a more premium feel. They simply look more refined. But design isn't everything. Durability and daily use matter just as much. Like their predecessor, they carry an IP57 rating. That means dust resistance and the ability to survive in up to 3 feet of water for 30 minutes, though they're not fully waterproof. The charging case is now square instead of rectangular, resembling earlier Galaxy Buds cases, but it's not quite as compact. I found the case a little trickier to open at times, mostly because I'd occasionally try from the wrong side without looking. Wireless charging is still supported. Battery life remains essentially the same as the Buds 3 Pro, up to 6 hours with noise canceling on, plus about 20 extra hours from the case. That total falls short of the AirPods Pro 3's 8-hour single charge figure. It's somewhat disappointing when you remember the old Galaxy Buds Plus once delivered 11 hours. Still, Samsung focuses heavily on features, and there's a lot packed in here. You get pinch controls with swipe gestures for volume, and they work reliably. Built-in voice commands return as well. After enabling them in the Samsung Wearable app, you can control playback hands-free, even when paired with an iPhone. It's one of the more underrated features Samsung offers. Feature-wise, everything from the Buds 3 Pro carries over, but Bluetooth jumps from 5.4 to 6.1. There's voice detect similar to Apple's Conversation Awareness and Sony's Speak to Chat, lowering music and activating ambient mode when you start talking. Adaptive ANC 2.0 and customizable EQ settings are included too. Samsung's 360 audio with head tracking is here for Android users, while Apple keeps spatial audio exclusive to its ecosystem. There's no standard multi-point Bluetooth, but Galaxy devices switch automatically. You also get live audio broadcasts via Auracast and live translation through the Interpreter app on supported Galaxy phones. Sound quality sees subtle but noticeable refinement. The Buds 4 Pro still use dual drivers, a woofer and planar tweeter, but both are upgraded. Compared to the Buds 3 Pro, there's a bit more clarity, deeper bass extension, and a wider presentation with solid instrument separation and slightly more forward mids. They compete well with top-tier models like AirPods Pro 3, Bose QuietComfort Ultra 2nd Gen, and Sony WF-1006. I slightly prefer Sony's XM6 for its natural accuracy, but Samsung delivers clean, dynamic audio with minimal distortion. Some listeners may even prefer this tuning. Samsung highlights its Seamless Codec, supporting up to 24-bit by 96 kHz audio. Using a Galaxy Flip 6 and an iPhone 16 Pro with Spotify lossless, I sometimes preferred the iPhone's AAC playback by a small margin. Noise canceling improves by about 3 decibels, though Apple, Bose, and Sony still hold a slight edge. Ambient mode sounds impressively natural with no noticeable hiss, ranking among the best. Call quality is strong, especially noise reduction, and side tone lets you hear your own voice. In windy, rainy New York conditions, callers barely heard background noise, though my voice picked up slight digital artifacts at times. Overall, the Galaxy Buds 4 Pro refine rather than reinvent. They look more polished, fit a bit better, and offer modest performance gains. If you own the Buds 3 Pro, upgrading may not be necessary unless you love the new design. But for Samsung and Android users, especially with trade-in deals, they're easy to recommend.